Okay. I need you to go update. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. I think it's working. Woo! Okay. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, we back. I need you to go update. Hello. I just want to hear like the we back. I have 2 people on YouTube already. Period. Okay. I'm gonna take that as a sign that I'm here and I'm live. Um yeah, so let me just show y'all my beats real quick. So these I got in 2017. I think it was Cyber Monday. And the pads just got so deteriorated a few weeks ago. A few years ago. So I took them out and I thought the replacement pads were too expensive. So I ended up just buying the headphones, which you often see like the really big headphones that are like on all my streams. But I borrowed one of them, and then the other one is in my gym bag, and they're all sweaty. Like today, I didn't use them today, but like I need to wipe them down with electronics. So I was like, okay, like, can I need an aux cord? And they work. So I just think this is so funny. Um, so on today's episode of Wait a Minute, let's talk about the Pope. So we have a new Pope who is American. Very, very interesting. Um, is it? I don't know. I feel like they. Oh, it's sticking to my ear. Sorry. So this is apparently the first Pope from the U.S. in the 2,000-year history of the Catholic Church. So I don't know. I feel like this is like, I know the Catholic Church has nothing to do with the US, but I feel like this has something to do with, like, I don't want to say this rightward shift in American culture or like American politics, but I don't know. This something about this feels different, but I hope it's just a coincidence. Like, he seems cool and he's young. He's 69, like, got a whole lot of life left in him. And I'm not saying that sarcastically, because popes, they be living long. Like, so I thought honestly I was gonna say more about this, but there's nothing really like controversial. I mean, the Pope did pass away right after Easter. Um, do I blame JD Vance, Vice President Vance? I think a little bit. Like, this is gonna sound dumb, but like, that cannot be a coincidence. That cannot. All right, so let me go on my live studio because my restream just froze and I'm like, huh? So I'm a little scared. I hope it's okay. So I'm going. Anyway, so the next thing I want to talk about, gym attire. So this guy, 2 million likes. Everybody's talking about this video.
Like, we really in a fucking day and age. We're telling bitches, can you please stop coming to the gym ass fucking naked? Starts a public fucking discourse. A public fucking uproar. Like, all we want to do is come to the fucking gym and work out, but no. The leg press machine got to look like a fucking casting couch because bitches is literally at the gym in lingerie. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Then a bitch will look you in your eyes and tell you it's not bothering anybody. I'm uncomfortable.
All right.
What the fuck, bitch?
So, I forget that in incognito, I'm not logged in, so I can't like show you the comments. But generally, I I agree with this dude. I don't agree with all men who talk about modesty at the gym. Um, but as someone who's been going to the gym for over a year, some of these outfits, to justify these outfits, in terms of being like more functional, more comfortable. Comfort is one thing, but more functional, nah. Like if you want to show off at the gym, just say it. That's where my issue is. Like don't be coming in with chest out, scrunch in the butt crack talking about, "Oh, it's more comfortable." Or like it's modest. Like so let me show you the skimpiest outfit I've worn to the gym. I pulled up the link. So I have this set. I have it in Poseidon. I have the black bra. I think, yeah, I have the fudge. I love this set. So to me, this is what I wore to the gym. Literally just this. Sometimes I will put a tank top over the bra, but this, like this is what I've worn. So it's like takes one to know one, right? But the reason why I wore this is because I've seen so many people talk about how just wearing a bra or like basically this outfit is more comfortable. So I was like, oh, like let me try it. Personally, I'm not comfortable or more comfortable wearing this type of attire. It is comfortable and I think it keeps me like, I don't want to say snatched, but like I need the support for my chest. I do cardio every single day. I don't have a cardio day, so I need that support for my chest. It's not the best support like this particular bra, but it does provide enough support. And the pants, they have pockets. I can slide my phone. It's great in that regard. But this itself is not like modest. Like I don't consider this to be a modest fit. And people, I can't find the TikTok. It was even less fabric than this, and people were in the comments saying that this type of outfit was less like it was like the shorts were shorter and the bra was like smaller. Again, the person could just be smaller, but it looked like there was less fabric than this, and they were like, this is a modest fit. Like no, sports bra is not modest. And honestly, like my go-to fit is a t-shirt, leggings. Today was leg day. I wore a 3XL shirt with not this specific bike shorts, but they were a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm just like, there are times where, and I pulled up examples because I'm like, this is just crazy to me how people are literally gaslighting people and saying, no, like I'm not trying to show off. And this is a cancelable opinion. Call me anti-feminist, call me anti-women. I don't care. Like it's literally my opinion. Like at the end of the day, like I'm at the gym to work out. Like I'll see your fit, I'll judge, and then I'll move on to my set. Like I really don't care like that. Like just because I judge doesn't mean I'm invested. So this is not I think the examples are somewhere here. This, I just wanted to say, like sometimes I'll have a top like this. I don't think this is skimpy. I don't know. I don't think this is modest or immodest. It's just in between, but I do think this is generally appropriate for the gym. Like for arms, I like having a tank top. It's just for this. And my shorts actually do scrunch up like that because I have bigger thighs than her. So for people saying that that's not modest, it's like sometimes the clothes don't work with us. I think this one's it. Yeah. No. I mean, this is modest. And she looks great, by the way, but you cannot tell me that bra's modest. And if you're wearing something like that, you're definitely wearing it to show off. I'm not going to say whether you want attention, because I can't assume that, but you're clearly trying to show off your chest. Like, you look great, but don't act like this is helping you in any way in terms of function. Like, if I wore this, my chest would pop out. Like, it would be like under my chest. Like, no. And the cutout, like, is that for ventilation? Like, yeah, I do get sweaty there, so maybe that is a functional thing, but having that much of a dip of cleavage, nah, that's not doing anything for you. Sorry. The scrunch, I don't understand why having leggings that like cling to your skin, maybe for leg day, but
hot take that could potentially be polar. Be able to wear whatever. Then videos when the girl posts videos where the girl will be fabric fucking onesie.
So yeah, like, not to knock on people's chest size, but like this would not do anything for me. The shorts is fine, but I don't understand having shorts that like scrunch up. Like if you wear those shorts, you are wearing them to show off. And you know what? You worked for your body. Like that's fine. But again, just be honest and say that you want to show off, right? This, oh my god, this video, I'm sorry. Let's just watch it.
I just left the grocery store like this.
Why are you in a grocery store like that? I'm sorry. Like, no. This is, so for the gym, again, this just looks uncomfortable for me. Maybe I'm projecting, whatever. For the gym, the shorts are okay. The bra is, but wearing this to a grocery store is honestly crazy. Like, children are there. It's a public place. Like, you really don't need to be showing that much skin at a grocery store. I'm no means a conservative, but no, this is just not appropriate for the public. I'm sorry. Now, let's go to the other hand. Working out in a skirt.
You know what it never was? That serious.
So
it was never that serious.
I think,
quite frankly,
people at both ends of the spectrum, whether you have your chest out, your butt scrunched, or like the skirts, like this whole idea of like everyone's looking at me at the gym, like no one's looking at you at the gym. Like it, or when you look around at other people, like sometimes people watch at the gym. Like sometimes if I see someone doing an interesting routine, like I'll watch, but I'm trying to see like what they're doing. I'm not really like looking because of their outfit. And then maybe I'll look if someone's personally like it's so funny because I have a story at the gym today, but let me finish my point about this. So the only thing that concerns me about this is like getting caught, because I was at a hotel gym, and I'm guessing it must have been my pants. I was wearing like joggers, or not even, it was like sweatpants, or like my shirt, you know, is slightly oversized. It like would get caught on a specific part. So that's like, if I'm wearing those and that's like technically gym safe, like that's the, like I'm just concerned. But I don't understand why so many people, whether they're dressing in skimpy fits or being modest, they have like this, oh, like everyone's judging me. Like, I'm sure people are judging you, and and because I've judged people, but acting like you're like this victim every time you go to the gym is crazy to me. Like, it's not that serious. Like, no one, I'm not saying this person is, because I'm sure, like, personally, like, not that I would stare, but I'd be like, oh, like, you're wearing a skirt. Like, I'd be trying to, like, see, like, if it's a skirt or just really baggy. Like, personally, I'd be in denial that that was a skirt and thinking it's just some really baggy pants and, like, trying to figure it out. But, let's see. Do I have anything else here? Oh, okay. We're gonna get into the NYC transplant. But, yeah. That is my hot take about gym clothes. I do think women are lying about, I think most women are lying about why they wear more revealing clothing. I don't have a problem with you wearing, or, I mean, I kind of do. It's like, why are you showing off? Like, just go there to work out. Like, I don't know why people wear makeup to the gym. The thing is, I don't understand it, but am I invested? No. But when it comes to this guy, like, I cannot find the black dress that people, every time I click on it, it's literally an appropriate gym fit where it's like a bodysuit and then like the bottom's a skirt. So I don't know what exactly he's referring to, but there's literally like, I literally saw a video of this woman in a thong at the gym. Like, so it does happen, and that's like what I refer to in terms of like skimpy, like in terms of like fits like this with a bra, or like even this, even though it's not appropriate, like I'm not really gonna fight you and like debate you on like her grocery store fit, except for like being in the grocery store. But yeah, like my gym actually requires shirts, so I was like thinking about it because I see like people comment like, oh, like guys have to wear shirts, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's true, like technically I'm wearing a bra, like that's not like a shirt. So I'm just like, you know what, maybe it's to check myself too. But at the end of the day, I'm not really like, again, I'm not really invested. I just wish people would just be honest. Like, you're trying to show off. Things that actually do bother me, now that we're talking about the gym, things that bother me at the gym that are more important than like what you wear. People that don't wipe when they're done. I wipe before and after because I don't trust people to wipe after they're done, but I wipe before and after. And yes, is it a waste of paper towels? Yes, but I'm not contracting anything. Sorry. Like, I'm going to get my workout done. I wipe the dumbbell handles. I wipe the treadmill. I wipe the buttons on the treadmill. Like, I literally look like a germaphobe when I'm at the gym. Like, I take 4. I literally was showing like my routine to my friend when I went with her. Like, I take 4, like, because they're perforated. So I take 4 sheets, I spray it down, and I spray extra so it like gets on all the sheets. So 2 of them are for the machine I just used, and the other 2 are the machine I'm going to use, and that's how I transition. So that is something that actually bothers, like, actually bothers me and like gets me mad and makes me uncomfortable at the gym, is when you don't wipe, especially because me, I have sweat marks. Like, you can see where my butt crack is on some of these machines. So, but I wipe it down. I'm mindful. What else? Oh yeah, sitting on a machine that you're not using, like on your phone. Like, I've been guilty of it. Like, I've been on my phone for 5 minutes. So I really try to like use it for that 1 minute rest break, or just not use it and just like get through my sets and like stand on my phone away from the machine if I have to be on it. I don't have to be on it, but I honestly have never gotten up to stand to use my phone. Like, I'm usually looking up workouts. That's why I'm on my phone, or like responding to texts, or searching my podcast video that I'm listening to. But there are people, literally, I've tried to use like a machine 20 minutes. Oh my God, 20 full minutes. I remember I watched the clock. It was 20 minutes. I like did every machine. I really wanted to use this machine, and I think I eventually just gave up and like did like an alternative, and that did my cool down. But why are you like on a machine for so long? And you know, I did go around the gym, so they could have been doing their sets, but I'm like, every time I come around the corner, you're on your phone, like you're not working out at the machine. Like, in 20 minutes, nah. So that's something that annoys me. Then people on their phone talking to somebody who's actually working out, sitting on the machine. And I have a small gym, so some machines, that's the only one there. So like, I have to wait for that one. I don't go to like a big chain where they have like multiple, or I just don't have, like, my gym just doesn't have multiples, or if there is a multiple, there's 2 and the other one's taken. So in case people are like, oh, just go to another machine, like, I don't have that option. So excuse me, that is something that, yeah, bothers me. There's something else in terms of the machine that bothers me. I forgot what it was. Oh, hovering. I hate when I'm sitting at a machine and someone's like hovering, like standing in front of me. Like, I understand you're waiting, but like, literally, I'm at a machine maybe for like 7 minutes max. 10 minutes if I'm really tired in between sets, but 7 minutes max. Like, why are you 2 minutes after I'm on the machine hovering? Or like, oh, I remembered what I specifically hated, right? It's people, and usually, nah, I'm not even going to generalize it. Usually it's one gender, but people who use a machine don't leave no water bottle, no towel, no paper towel, no indication that someone's using that machine, and they walk to Terabithia, to Narnia, and then come back, and then they're like, oh, I was using that machine. And the first time that happened to me, actually, like, I was like, oh, sorry. Next time I'm gonna be like, no, like, you have nothing here. Like, you're gonna have to wait. Because why are you walking? Like, why are you going to the bathroom, running errands between sets? Like, why are you pacing around the whole entire gym between sets? Like, leave something. If you gotta do it, leave something. But also, I don't know, like, no. So that, I think you can tell I'm getting like really heated just even talking about it. Like, that, again, that is what gets me mad more than any of these outfits, because that is what I'm paying attention to when I'm at the gym. I'm trying to think what else. Oh yeah, guys making comments, guys staring, whether I wear this or I wear the baggiest t-shirt. Oh yeah, and today I was on the Stairmaster because today was leg day, and for 20 minutes. And that Stairmaster, I went on 5. I was on 5. Usually I do like 3, then I go up to 4 for 10 minutes. I was on 5 for like 18 minutes. Like, I did 4 for a little bit, but I was on 5. I'm really proud of myself, right? So I'm dripping. Sorry, this is like sticking to my ear. I'm dripping in sweat. Like, if you didn't see the sweat here and you just looked here, like, it was getting in my eyes. I look like a mess. But this girl, I literally could see her like looking at me the entire time, and I'm just like, why are you surprised that I'm sweating? Like, I'm at the gym. I know you think I'm unfit because I'm sweating or whatever, but I'm sorry, like, I'm not here to look good. I'm here to work. Like, even though it was bothering my eyes, like the sweat, and like it was like irritating me or whatever, I still felt so proud that I was sweating, because I was like, I'm getting such a good workout right now. So I really didn't appreciate, like, every time she walked by, she was like looking up. Like, I don't know if she was like looking up to see, again, like, that could just be me playing victim and like, oh, look, she's staring at me. But like, I could feel in my peripheral that I was being looked at because I was sweating like crazy. And that just annoys me, because I'm just like, I'm not trying to be, I was gonna say something mean. I'm trying to think. Like, her outfit was definitely like a tank top with like spaghetti straps in the back or whatever. So I definitely was like judging, but I was only judging because she was judging me, or I perceived her to be judging me. She could just be like, wow, she looks like a mess, or she could be like, wow, she's getting a workout, that's so great. Like, she literally could be a girl's girl, and I'm over here judging. But that just annoys me. Like, stop staring at other people in the gym. Like, it's a Stairmaster. What are you gonna be people watching for in terms of routine? Like, you're in front of me, you can't see my screen. Like, so that, I'm gonna end the gym debate. Look at Reebok getting, what's it called? Okay, so now let's talk about the last topic of the day. So I'm trying to think, the first video. Oh, so I saw this video yesterday, and I actually sent it to my native New York friend.
From Ohio, y'all need to stop moving to the Bronx, because y'all coming here and fucking shit up. First of all, y'all come here and be mad rude, calling shit so bro. That's the South Bronx. Don't be calling it the so bro. Y'all calling 3rd Ave Mont Haven. That's mad rude. Y'all not supposed to be coming here and renaming shit. Third of all, in my opinion, y'all are dangerous to the hood. Y'all come into a building and start calling the cops on y'all neighbors just because they a little loud. The Bronx is loud. Everybody from the Bronx is loud as fuck. It's normal. I'm literally screaming in the street and nobody's complaining. Y'all be coming from West Bubblefuck trying to move.
No, because as someone who lives in the tri-state, I'm not trying to like be like, yeah, like I'm a New Yorker, but I have been to New York. I have worked in New York. I just wrapped up a contract in New York, actually. So that, and there's things I've been noticing, which I'll get into. But I saw this video, and then this is kind of out of order. Then I saw this video.
Second, okay. I'll just start by saying New York City influencers are boring. This is primarily because none of the mainstream NYC influencers are native New Yorkers. It's very rare that I meet a boring native New Yorker. I'm biased, but it's true. And with peace and love, you know, it's like, what do you expect when you consistently platform a bunch of like upper middle class and wealthy suburban white women? Because guys, as we know, rich people historically, famously, are not very cool. And usually they buy their way into, you know, coolness or proximity to coolness. And the way in which these people interact with the city and the surrounding communities is also really telling. Like, they don't go above 14th Street. They don't go into any boroughs outside of Manhattan.
No, 14th
There's a lack
Street
of
is
genuine
crazy.
open-mindedness and curiosity that I think is necessary to actual character development while living here. And for New York and boring to be in the same sentence, like, I simply know we've lost.
Go find, hold on, let me scroll. Sarah from New York. Is there a link? You literally can see this link right here. Go watch that whole video, because she is right about everything. Like, I definitely did not pull up this video, and I'm gonna pull it up because it literally, in the winter,
I hate to have to come and tell.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
I hate to have to come and tell you guys this, but unfortunately the rumors are true. I went outside for the first time in months, and I was in the Lower East Side, and all the girls are dressing the same. For context, I live in Crown Heights, and I usually never go to Work Island unless I have to work. But my cousins were in town, and they were like, oh, let's go out. And they were staying at a hotel in Manhattan. So I was like, okay, we'll go out. On the way to the Lower East Side, we saw a group of 5 girls all wearing black leather jackets, black mini skirts, and black knee-high boots.
So for me, I don't really see leather jackets, but like everyone, in terms of like dressing the same, like in the winter, because that's when I was commuting the most, like those long winter jackets that are like fabric. Some people would do puffer coats. I love puffer. I'm a puffer girly, but it was like long fabric, like the button coats. Like everyone has like, I don't want to say maxi, but like maxi, like whatever they call it. Everyone's wearing those coats. Same like boots, brown leather or faux leather boots, which, you know, that's timeless. I'm not knocking, but it's just all so plain. It's all so plain. I'm just like, why is everyone dressing the same? It's like Patagonia vests. And not to like knock people on like having like staple fits, and you know, like sometimes I'd be wearing the same thing every day. Like that's fine. Like you have something in your closet that works. Like I get it. Not overconsumption, but I'm like, does anyone have style? I'm like, this reminds me of my high school when everyone was wearing like the olive pants and the knee-high like riding boots and the vest with the, I don't know, you just had to be there. High school in the mid 2010s. But sorry, this is an unflattering thing, flattering frame, but I did want to talk about this because actually let me it's more than fashion. It's more than fashion, but let's continue.
And I saw a video made by a transplant, a New York City transplant, about how native New Yorkers tend to not like transplants and why they don't understand why that is, and how they don't think it's a problem in other cities, and yada, yada, yada. And I, as a transplant myself, I moved here 7 years ago to go to school, and I stayed here because I love it. I will explain to you exactly why native New Yorkers don't like transplants. So many transplants move to the city and create communities that are so insular and completely disregard native New Yorkers, who are quite literally the people who are keeping the city up and running and functioning every day. Like, how do you even do that? Like, how do you live in one of the most diverse cities in America and in the entire world, but your friend group of 20 is entirely homogenous? That's weird.
So I kind of think Boston when I was in grad school, my friends were, I don't want to say were. I'm trying to think. Do I really honestly, I keep up with my friends on social media, but like they definitely don't all look the same. So, but what she said about interacting, like if you know, I used to live in North End and then I moved on campus. But when I was in North End, I'm literally like so close to Haymarket. I'd literally go every weekend. Actually, I wouldn't go every weekend because I don't know, like I didn't really eat like that much, but I would go to get produce, and it was so cheap and it was delicious. And this point is gonna come back to, yes, this video. I could not believe what I was seeing.
Are we buying fruit from those fruit stands on the side of the road? I have a fruit stand.
New York, literally. And the next time I go to New York, I'm going to make a point to go to a fruit stand because in New York, I'm going to make a fruit stand because I always tell myself, oh, like I'm never do because I don't want to say I can't be bothered, but it's like cash. I don't really carry cash. And then on top of that, carrying with my lunch bag and my backpack, I just don't want to worry about the bags, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because the fruit stand, like they have produce and stuff. It's not just fruit. That tastes, first of all, the prices are great. Like an avocado at the grocery store in my area is like $2.50 for one avocado. Like avocados are 2 for $5. This fruit stand, I could get like 3 for $3. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to act like I'm a New Yorker. Like I haven't been to a fruit stand in ages just cause, you know, that's just how it is for the past couple weeks. But the prices, it's like $1 or less than $1. I know Haymarket, I could get like 2 strawberries for $1. It was amazing. So like, hold on, let me just, I just cannot believe how you could look at a fruit stand. It's literally fruit and have a problem with it. But I think I know why there's a problem with it.
Guy on my, just like scared of getting sick or something. It doesn't seem very sanitary, but
So that was a screen recording of the video you just watched, because that creator has blocked me because I commented on her video saying that this is such a microaggression.
It's a macroaggression.
That video genuinely blew mine, because she goes on to ask whether or not like anyone buys like fruit from those fruit stands, and then she says that she thinks that it's unsanitary. Girl, you live in New York City. Do you take the subway? If you sit on the subway, do you not wash your ass?
I don't even sit.
So you're telling me that if you go to Trader Joe's or farmer's market, you eat your fruit and vegetables unwashed? You're talking about the fruit and veggies that are grown in the earth, in the dirt? And it is just so annoying, because I promise you, like, if these fruit stands did not exist and it was just majority farmers market, we would not be having this conversation at all. I was born and raised in New York City,
Literally, like, what do you mean it's unsanitary? Like, I think it's just as unsanitary as it would be in a grocery store. And, like, I can't pull up the comments for you, but people in the comments were like, I'd rather have it from a fruit stand than in a grocery store where 1,000 people are like touching because they're like choosing. Like it's the same amount. If you're talking about unsanitary, you're talking about every fruit stand, grocery store. Like it just, that clip just blew my mind. I was like, how do you have a problem? And I had another TikTok here of a stitch, and that same creator stitched this one, and he specifically was like, oh, a brown, like he said like a brown guy, and I was like, yeah, like it's literally racism, because how do you have a problem with fruit stands? Like that's just so crazy. And like he's funny, but we're gonna get to that. Yes, this girl talking about people lurking outside their homes.
Every time I come to New York, I'm reminded of one thing. Why are there so many men just lurking? Just standing outside of their homes?
Hey guys, you guys. I was in New York City and saw brown men hanging out in their neighborhoods. I never saw this on Sex and the City, is it?
Can I click on this page? Where is... I know he stitched it... Maybe it's not here. I know he stitched the fruit stand one though, but it was so funny. And just one more scan. Love him. But before we even get into this, literally, first of all, personally, not to defend her, I understand being worried about, like, is it loitering or, like, lurking? But it's like you said standing outside of their homes. So it's like you made that connection that they live there. Like, people in the suburbs sit on their porch and lurk outside of their homes. I have a Trump neighbor that lurks outside of their home and loves to report brown neighbors, including, like, this household. So I don't really understand why that's an issue in the city. I understand not liking being stared at if they're like lurking at you, but you didn't say that. You just said, like, I think lurking is such an interesting like term, because lurking to me is like you're like going around. Like if you're just stationary, if you're just chilling in your house, like I'm gonna be like, oh, like you probably work later or something. Or even if you don't work, I'm just like, I'm jealous. Like, I want to be able to just, like, sit outside during the day. But, like, yeah.
When you walking around in your hood, the hood you grew up in your hood in New York City, and the gentrifiers are looking at you like you crazy. You got a bonnet on, they giving you side. Bitch, this is... You get on the train, they like, oh, why is she looking like that on this? Bitch, I don't give a fuck if you a clean girl aesthetic. I'm going to the barbershop, mind you. I'm going to the DMV, and you looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm dressed appropriately.
So I washed my hair, and like, I just had to, because it was like, I had been delaying washing my hair, so I'm like, I'm just going to wear a bonnet, and then I'm going to put a wrap, like a scarf. And I was giving mashallah, like, I don't know if I said that right, but I look Muslim. Like, even my mom was like, oh, like, what's, like, I never wore anything like that before. So she was like, oh, like, what's this? So, what was I gonna say? Like, people on the train were like staring, and I'm just like, have you not seen a hijab before? Like, it didn't even look like a hijab. It was not like folded. Like, it was not wrapped, but it was like my ears were covered, and it was behind. Like, you could see like my neck. Like, most of the time, hijabs cover your neck. I feel so uncultured right now, but I'm like 90% sure that like most of the time, like how it is, it's like your neck is covered too. Like, my neck wasn't covered. It was literally just like a scarf around the back of my head, and then like I like tied it, so it literally was like a scarf just like tied to. This is really uncomfortable. I'm not playing anything. I'm taking this off. So I'm just like, I don't know why people are like staring. So, you know, I've always known about Islamophobia. So this didn't really like make me like understand, because like I've been understanding, like or not that like I fully understand, but like I've been empathizing. Like, I don't know, I just don't want people being like, oh, like it took her wearing a scarf to like understand Islamophobia. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But I was just like, dang, like things, it's 2025, like things really, people are really being like I'm just like, why are you like, why are you staring? Like, it's just a scarf, you know what I mean? Like, so that's how I felt, mainly on the train. In the street, not so much. So maybe this is a commuter thing, but commuters also tied to transplants because they're not from there, and but I'm just like, the same principle applies. It's like, how are you gonna go somewhere or like act like the way that people act? And I've noticed this within myself, but I'm self-aware enough to like try and correct it and be like, why do I have like these, like, I don't want to say feelings, but it's like, why do I have like this like negative thought? And I'm like, is that just nervousness? Is that something unfamiliar? Like, I'm trying to like retrain my brain to be like, this is just unfamiliar, it's not bad. But I'm like, why is that something that people default to when they see something that they've never seen before, or like they're not used to, or like something that they haven't done themselves, or like haven't seen other people do, and they're just like what? So I forgot what his
Frying transplant couple on city bikes not wearing helmets who almost just ran me over in the park going the wrong way in the running lane, who then had the audacity, the boldness to tell me to learn how to run in New York and to move out of their way and to slow down. First of all, slow down. I was doing a 13-minute, 30-second per mile pace, okay?
When I did cross country. Oh, I can't wait to get to her video. But I can't wait to get to her video. I love her videos. I actually just like went through her page. I need to actually follow. I don't know why I didn't follow, but I'm gonna follow her. So that's another thing that I've noticed since I started working in New York is like, and I was in DC last week. I literally felt like such a New Yorker because, and I love the DC Metro. I think New York needs to steal some of DC's nachos when it comes to the metro system. But that's a whole other topic. So in DC, and sometimes I'll see this in New York, but not as much. But in DC, literally the train stops. People are literally in front of the door. I literally said out loud, "Why are you standing in front of? Why? I hate when people like stand in front of the door. Like, how are people supposed to get out?" Like, I was so petty because it's like you're a tourist in the city. But like, do you not have thoughts? Like, I get it the first time. The first time you're using the train, I get it. I don't know if I've done it, but the first time you've ever had exposure to a train, I get standing in front of the door. Or like, if I, personally, I don't, even if there's nobody standing in front of the door, you never know who could just get up from their seat as soon as the train stops. So like, low-key a pass if you don't see anybody already up waiting, but personally, I don't do that. But that's the only time. But literally, you see people in front of the door, like, why are you standing in the way? Like, like, this was DC, but in New York, I do see it sometimes, but not as often. And the escalator, I thought this was like a, sorry, someone's like texting me right now. I hope whoever's like calling for someone isn't calling for me, but I'm about to wrap up soon anyway. Why are we on the escalator? This is actually like my left, but my screen is flipping it. So if it's wrong, right now this is showing. So your right, on your right, this is where you stand. On the left, this is where if you want to actually like run up the escalator, that's where you go. Like people literally stand on the left side, and I'm just looking like I should tell them, but I'm like, I don't really want to tell them because like I just don't want to talk to people right now. But like things like that, sidewalks, like people oh my god. Like so this is like every single place I go to. I don't know if it's me, like even in the gym, it is I don't even know how to like process my emotions right now because it's like getting me so heated. Because people literally, let me actually like make a point, right? So I'm walking usually to get to like the train, especially if I hear, oh my god, when I hear the train coming through the tunnel, I'm like, I'm cooked because someone always has to be in front of me and they always have to be in the center. And then when I speed up, like I don't know if it's their peripheral vision, it must be like psychology, but like someone will sense somebody like moving to the side, they'll also move to the side. Oh, it gets me so mad. Like why? Like why? Personally, like I move out the way. If I feel somebody on my tail, I move out the way. Why are you moving with me? Ooh, I have to be silent because it's so, like I'm walking, I speed up to pass you, then they also speed up. And the same thing happens with cars too on the roadway, because they'll be like, oh no, you can't pass me. No, keep the same energy. Keep it the same energy. But anyway, back to walkers. So yeah, on sidewalks, in the trains, in the middle. And then I'm trying to think. I forget. Like, I try to be sensitive to like families, but this person, I forget what they were doing exactly, but they had a stroller, and I'm like, this is like the most inconsiderate way to have your stroller right now. Oh yeah, so it was like, I think it was on the train. This might have been DC. I don't remember. But I remember it was like in a train, or like it was busy and there were people, and like they were like standing like here. And then their stroller, they were like pushing it with one hand, and the stroller is like taking space. And I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why? If someone catches me doing that with like my future child, like please check me. But like, yeah. Anyway, let's watch this last video, because I'm sure she's gonna remind me of some points that I wanted to also talk about before I end the stream.
Workers complaining about transplants. And it cracks me up because a lot of them are saying this is like a chronically online thing. It's not. It's not a chronically online thing. It's a real thing. And I've explained this before. I'm gonna explain it again. Here's the problem with the transplants of right now. So in the past, I mean, transplants have always been a part of New York. Okay, that's part of the fabric of New York, is that we have this constant influx of new blood into the city. But the people we used to get into the city before were the people who stood out. This used to be called the Island of Misfits. We used to get all the people that were not understood where they were, and they used to come here to find their people, and they would create these beautiful communities, and they would just bring so much life and just creativity and just all this stuff to New York, okay? The fashion was amazing. Everything was amazing. It was beautiful. I mean, New York was wild, but it was also so unique. And then all of a sudden, we get Bloomberg comes in, he turns New York into Disneyland, he makes it hospitable for all the normies to come here, and the city gets flooded with the people who fit in. The people who all dress the same, the people who all look the same, the people who have absolutely nothing original about them. And I'm sorry, but it's the truth. So now that has become the norm here, and it's made it so that people who typically would have been able to afford to come to New York can't anymore, because the people that are coming here are paying crazy rents that no one before used to pay, right? So they pushed out a lot of native New Yorkers, and then they also made it impossible for the people who are not well off and who are unique and who are the kind of people that we typically would want more of in New York City to come here. The city has become lame. We've lost a lot of mom and pop shops. We've lost a lot of the originality of New York, a lot of the charm of New York. Now we have all these chains because this is what normies like. This is what, cookie cutter people like. They like everything to be the same and uniform and,
Yeah, so
just
also, wow, this thing literally took a whole, all right, I'm gonna literally, like, when I'm done, I'm ordering the replacement pads. Oh, this just, like, I could feel it literally sticking, but now there's, like, hair, and I don't even know how I'm gonna get this. I need to actually, like, scrub this adhesive off. But, oh my gosh, like, I'm not gonna say New York is lame. Like, I just don't, I'm not a native. I'm gonna leave that to the natives to say, but there is a difference. I don't think New York is the same New York that I came to during, like, field trips, growing up. Or even just day trips with my family. Like, New York is not the same. Like, Manhattan's always been expensive, but, like, last week I bought a singular drink, because I haven't, like, mastered the art of, like, getting a man to, like, pay for me yet. I need to do that because I paid $26, like, after tax, after fee. There was a fee to make the drink a cocktail because I like sweet drinks. Like, yeah, so $26 for a singular drink. Like, happy hours are not happy hours anymore. It's like $17 drinks. I'm like, this is the happy hour, no food. I'm just like, no. So I agree in terms of, like, cookie cutter and, like, lame people. Like, so, oh wait, I'm gonna go in, like, 15 different tangents, but that's what I wanted to say. Like, not that it's that deep and it's all about, oh, like, I'm complaining about, like, happy hours. Like, I'm saying that as, like, personally, that's something I've seen, because usually, like, I'm going to, like, meet up with friends, or, like, when I go to the city, I'm, like, doing different things. But I feel like the mom and pop shops is so real, because now it's like I'm looking for stuff, and it's, like, kind of like these businesses that are, like, aesthetic. Like, it's just the aesthetic, and, like, there's, like, a vibe, but when it's manufactured, like, an aesthetic vibe rather than, like, a vibe that just, like, naturally, like, manifests in the aesthetics and the food. I don't even know if that sounds right, but, like, that's just how I can best explain it right now. But I feel like that's so true. Like, I feel like New York, for me, feels empty, and it's not because it's a shortage of people. There are too many people, and I know I'm technically, I hope to be a transplant. I'm sorry. Like, I really want to live in New York, but I promise I'm not going to be like these other transplants, and I'm not offended when even my native friends complain about transplants. I'm really not, because I'm not the one driving up rents, because I'm not paying astronaut. I'm trying to get a room for under $1,500, if that's possible. I'm not paying. I wanted to pay $2,000. Like, if I were to pay $2,000, it's gym, unit and laundry, doorman, package. Like, I'm having amenities if I'm paying $2,000. But I will go for under $1,500, and there's no reason for a singular room, not even Manhattan. There's no reason for it to be over $1,500, and I will. That is my hot take. I don't care what the market says. I don't care about inflation. There's no reason other than greed. But let me talk about what she said about rent high, right? So, cheap viewers. I don't buy viewers. I'm the entertainment. People catch a vibe. So, I'm not going to say which relative, but a family member was telling me how this person that they know, they make six figures, their spouse makes six figures, and then she was saying how their child lives in New York City, and the salary that they make is probably like 50, 60 max, and the parents were saying, oh, like, how they have to, like, they can't, like, one of them was saying, like, they both have to work, and I'm like, 2 6-figure, and they don't live in New York. I'm just saying the child, but I'm gonna get to why this is important, right? So the child lives in New York, And they, as far as I know, they live alone in Manhattan. You already know where this is going, right? So they were just, the thing is, they didn't even realize, like, I'm kind of like explaining it from my perspective, but they were like, yeah, the cost of living so high, you know, even they, you know, they're both making 6 figures, and like, you know, they have a big house and all this expenses. And I'm just like, you're telling me you make you're 200, at least 200K. I understand taxes take that. There's no, first of all, I was like, that child is definitely getting rent paid for or like partially paid for. No way they're living in Manhattan on their own unless they're super lucky, which personally, not to judge, but usually children of parents of a dual 6-figure income household are not resourceful because they don't have to be to find apartments that low. Like, I could be judging, but personally, I don't think that's the case. I think that they're supporting, and that's probably what, I don't know if that's their only child, but they're probably supporting their other children. I would never think, not to knock on these kids, but I would never think to ask my parents to like support me. Like, I'm an adult. Like, I'm gonna make it work myself. Like, if it's in terms of like homelessness or like a dire situation, like, yeah, but I'm not gonna just ask my parents, oh, like, hey, can you help me pay rent? Like, you need to live within your means if you can't make rent. Like, don't live in Manhattan if you can't live there, right? But I say that to be like, that is such a common occurrence, and why these rents keep going up, because these kids who will just sign a lease because they want to live in that specific place, so they have like access to everything, they'll just sign a lease, they'll make it work. And sure, is it predatory on the landlord's part? Yes, but you have these people enabling that to happen, so that's why rents go up, because someone's gonna pay it. So why would they bother lowering it? So that is just something, again, I don't have facts, statistics, or anything, but I fully support, understand, and even see myself why natives are frustrated. And I think that's even putting it lightly. Like, there are so many people who say like their grandmother, I even saw a TikTok, I'm definitely not going to see it if I go through my likes, but literally their grandmother was packing up, I forget which neighborhood or borough they were in, packing up their apartment because they were priced out. They could not afford to live in their home that they lived in for years. Like, that is actually, that makes me sad. Like, that genuinely makes me feel sad and more so angry, because it's like, how the idea of like you being priced out of your own home, it's just, I don't know how to convey that to somebody who doesn't understand it. It's just like, you should be able to live in the space that you have like saved and been responsible enough to maintain yourself, and not because of greed and like market that you're like priced out. Like, I don't know. Again, I don't know. But that's what I wanted to talk about. I am fully, as someone who is technically going to be a transplant and a commuter of New York, I fully agree. And mainly it's because I'm noticing like people, like it just feels, I don't want to say New York feels bland, but most of the options in terms of things to do are bland. But I will say I'm honestly probably just not looking hard enough. So I'm not calling New York City bland, because it's still, to me, there's still so many good people. You just need to actually like find them, and find the cool people. But in terms of like the popular and like hot like stuff, to me that stuff is bland. So I don't want people coming from me being like, oh my god, this girl called New York City bland. Like, that is, I'm going to leave it to the natives who are calling, like, literally she called it lame. I'm going to leave that to the natives. But I will say there is a shift in the amount of blandness that is increasing. So that is what I meant. That is what I meant. Anyway, so that concludes this stream. I really hope that, sorry, I feel bad. I'm like, all these unflattering frames, but thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad I got to do a quick stream.